5R came about because there were no other programs that were really speaking directly to the need for leaders to build social identity, to be good leaders, and to promote and improve workplace mental health.
It's very hard to answer what that is. What is the main thing that 5R leaders learn in the programme? Because it's very different context to context. But I suppose ultimately what they would learn would be how to assess their particular workplace scenario. So how to look at the people and the groups within their actual workplace and understand what those groups are about, what those people's needs are, what their values and strengths are, and then how to be able to turn that to the advantage of the organisation as a whole.
The key thing that leaders get out of the 5R programme is an understanding of the importance of groups and an insight and a practical experience of how to build a sense of usness, a sense of social identity that will be critical for their effectiveness as leaders. There really are very few leadership programs that speak directly to this need for leaders to cultivate a sense of usness, and more particularly give them tools to do that. So in the absence of that being there, it was something that needed to be created, and it was ultimately something that we felt we needed to develop with the various people, the organisations, the community groups and so on, who were interested in seeing that happen. So all of our research is really about social identity. That's the core thing that unites us as researchers. And it involves internalising the group as part of the self, so that when we look out to the world, we don't see others, we don't see strangers, we see people who are part of some greater us. And more fundamentally, that if an organisation, if a group doesn't have that sense of usness, doesn't come together, cohere around a sense of shared identity, then actually it's impossible to do leadership. Again, when you see leadership failures, that's typically because the people on the receiving end of kind of leadership activity have no shared identity with the people who are the progenitors of those influence attempts.
I think the most appealing part to me of the 5R program is the fact that it is really accessible, practical, and easy to deliver. And I think probably what I enjoyed the most was seeing we had a cross-section of industry participants, from small business to large business, and every one of those participants was able to leave each session with a new skill and new practical activity they could do to build a mentally healthy workplace right then and there.
The 5R program has provided me with direction in talking with individuals and developing a sense of us and focusing on the value that groups provide to us as individuals, particularly in the mental health area.
It's changed my personal leadership. It makes me understand more the people I've got working for me, their needs and my needs, that we work together as a collective.
I signed up for 5R because I saw its benefits to us as a business in regards to looking at how we can improve the mental health of our employees. Social identity is important for workplace mental health because we're all human. We're all having a human experience. By working on this stuff together, I think it's going to make for happier people.
The 5R program probably differs from a lot of traditional leadership programs in the way that it's delivered. A lot of traditional programs tend to take people off-site, they think about leadership, they reflect on their leadership style. However, 5R places the leader central to the group, and the delivery of that has that very much in focus. So we warm people up to key activities that they then go take back to their workplace when work with their group. So in a sense, we build leadership by doing leadership as opposed to thinking about leadership.
So ultimately, it's not just good for you, it's good for your teams, and actually that's the really important thing.